Hello children of Willingham Primary School. I am the Phonics Fairy. I have a story to tell. I'll make learning fun with a magic spell. I'll wave my magic pen and turn around and see who we become and discover a new sound. Hi reception. So today the sound we're going to learn is R. Can you say R with me? R. Fantastic. And I've got my teeth a little bit together. R. R. And the grapheme to match the sound looks like this. R. R. And the book that accompanies the sound we're learning today is The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar. Let's sit down and read it together. I love it when we read stories together, don't you? The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar by Russell Punter. Find the page. Deep inside the forest lived a dinosaur named Sid. Wah! He always got in trouble for the noisy things he did. Spike was picking berries. Sid crept up like a cat. He let out a mighty roar and Spike got covered. Splat. That wasn't funny, Sid, growled Spike. The juice went in my eyes. Enjoy your breakfast, Sid replied. Who else can I surprise? Ross was standing by the pool to see what he could catch when Sid let out a mighty roar. Poor Ross went tumbling in. Splash. I hope you like your swim, Rush. You'll dry out in the end. That wasn't funny, Ross replied. I thought you were my friend. Sid saw Ellie hunting eggs. He sneaked behind her back. He let out such a mighty roar. The eggs went flying. Crack. An excellent surprise, laughed Sid. You just can't beat my roar. But when he went to bed that night, his throat felt rough and sore. The next day, Sid saw Spike again and he went to play his joke. But when he tried to give a roar, what came out was a croak. Ha ha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore. Ross was balanced out on a rock. Sid went to scare him off, but when he tried to give a roar, out came was a cough. Ha ha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore. Sid tiptoed up to Ellie, but struggle though he might, no roar would come out, just a russ. Oh, his throat felt oh so tight. Ha ha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore. Sid spent the whole week getting well with honey and sweet tea. Oh, I wish I hadn't played those tricks. Now the joke's on me. Soon Sid felt fit to see his friends. I'll show them that I'm not mean. But when he reached the berry bush, Spike could not be seen. Ross was missing from his pool. Sid sensed things weren't quite right. He spotted scary footprints and they gave him quite a fright. Sid was getting worried. What would come next? Then came a shock beyond a rock. A Tyrannosaurus Rex. Sid hoped he could have his voice back, but could he be sure? He took the most enormous breath and gave a mighty roar. The T-Rex headed for the hills. Sid's pals were safe once more. 3 cheers for Sid the hero. You are the greatest dinosaur. The end. So, although Sid was a little bit silly, scaring all his friends with a roar when he rested his throat, he used it for when he really needed it to scare off the T-Rex. And so for the caption action for I want you to pretend you're Sid the dinosaur and you've got a really sore throat. And you go and then you put both your hands back and go roar. So pretend you're the dinosaur with a sore throat and then suddenly it gets better. Ready? Roar. You show me the caption action. I will mime it, you say it. Brilliant! Roar! Now, my fairy friends, it would be a really good idea if you could get a pencil and a piece of paper, or perhaps you might have a whiteboard pen and a whiteboard to have a go at practicing writing the grapheme R. So this is what the grapheme looks like for R. This is what the capital letter is for R, and this is the lowercase letter. So we're going to practice writing the lowercase letter today. So we start at the top, we go down in a straight line, up the straight line again, we stop just before we get to the top and we go round. Let me show you again, let's see if you can do it with me. Where do I start? That's right, at the top. I go all the way down in a straight line to the line, I go up the same line and around. Now when I was younger, children, I used to write my R really in a very silly way. I used to do this. That is not correct. I forgot to go up the line. That is much neater. And the letter name is R. So let's have a go at doing that one more time. Superb, you guys have really got the hang of it now. Here are some words with the R sound in. These are our magic sound buttons. Now remember, when I put my finger on them, they say the sound to help me read the word. R, at, rat. Next word. Red, red. Rot. And this one, let's see if you could do it by yourself first. That's right. Ran. I ran to school today. Super learning, guys. That is one of my favourite sounds. Because I sound a bit like a dinosaur when I even just say the sound. Oh, I think I might be a bit like Sid the dinosaur and end up losing my voice. I better go. See you soon, guys.